The global coronavirus outbreak has been declared as a pandemic by the World Health Organization, which expressed increased concern about the spread of the disease. Outside of China, there is a 13-fold increase in the number of infections and a tripling of countries affected in the last 2 weeks, with Italy alone seeing 827 people die, which goes a long way to explain the decision announced by the Thai government that visa on arrival and visa exemption has been cancelled with immediate effect for 18 countries, meaning that potential visitors will have to apply for a visa at Thai embassies and consulates prior to flying. Anyone flying from Bulgaria, Bhutan, China, including Taiwan, Cyprus, Ethiopia, Fiji, Georgia, India, Kazakhstan, Malta, Mexico, Nauru, Papua New Guinea, Romania, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Uzbekistan, South Korea and Italy, along with Hong Kong, will be required to present a genuine certificate of good health on arrival too. And it's been stated in national news sources that anyone arriving from China, Iran, Italy or South Korea must list an address here where they will self-quarantine for 14 days, during which their health and movements will be monitored. Now then, more than ever, it's essential that all non-Thais carry their passports at all times, which is the law anyway, but now allowing authorities to check them on arrival dates and port of departure in any spot checks that are carried out. For employers here and employees too, a 20% discount on social security deductions goes into effect for 6 months, as the government works with banks to encourage lending to small and medium-sized businesses affected, and plans are afoot to allow staff to be put onto shorter hours on 70% of their basic salary. Anyone suspecting that they may have the virus is encouraged to report themselves, withdraw from work and effect their own quarantine. Meanwhile, the warning's out that any business or bar that promotes in any way Songkran gatherings and water fighting is liable to receive the wrath of authorities. The ease of which the virus spreads is unprecedented, and city halls around the country have issued edicts designed to minimise the chance of people catching the illness. In addition to selfishness and greed, those businesses too could be liable for costs incurred by customers if they subsequently develop the illness. Thais are noting more and more that COVID-19 is coming into Thailand via non-Thais, and to date there is no epidemic amongst Thais. It's costing us all, yes, all businesses right now, as we adjust to the lack of business. But as it's now a worldwide issue, poor action by a series of bars or any other businesses will certainly be frowned on. Some media is looking for loopholes to allow water fighting fun, but visitors and locals are encouraged to keep away from crowds, avoid pop-up water fights, and accept that so far we're lucky in not seeing outbreaks here. The government is offering free medical checkups for those who recently arrived from high-risk countries or have been in contact with someone who's done the same. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, all local hospitals, private and public in the city, have procedures in place to handle potential victims of COVID-19. Most people here with flu symptoms do not have COVID-19. Most, in fact, simply have seasonal flu viruses, but with the symptoms so similar, it's better if you err on the side of caution, and tests can be carried out with the results given to you within a few days. During those days, self-quarantine is the mature thing to impose on yourself. The old English expression that cash is king no longer applies. This, as Krung Thai Bank has sided with Kasikorn in closing all of its exchange booths and not accepting foreign currency at branches. That won't leave you penniless, as of course all foreign debit and credit cards work in ATMs in Thailand. And finally, good news for visitors, as the Government Gazette has posted regulations for refunds for visitors whose trips are booked here but can't be completed due to travel restrictions. If you've booked anything through a Thai company, cancel with more than 30 days' notice and you get a full refund. If you cancel between 15 to 30 days, you get a 50% refund. After that, there's nothing. And Pattaya's hotels are offering great room rates right now. A city with 0 cases of virus. It's an oasis for fun and good weather. And with the reminder to wash your hands again and again throughout the day, and the Met Office promising another sunny, hot day, with highs of 35 dropping down to 28 tonight. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.